guys, how's everyone doing? Hope you guys are well. It's been such a busy week. So kids had their school vacation this week, and yeah, I've just been so busy keeping them out of the house, out of Tim's way, my husband's way, because he has to work, and my husband, he works from home. So yeah, we've just been out and about pretty much every day of the week, and trying to go to the park as much as possible. And then I would come home by 4, and my husband's usually done with his work by like 4:30. So it's about 5 o'clock right now, and he's taken them out again to the local park here. So I had a few minutes to come on and make a cross-stitch video that I haven't done in almost a month. Yeah, I've definitely been cross-stitching, but I haven't done anything on linen. I haven't been cross-stitching on linen. Most of the stuff I've been doing has been on perforated paper. So yeah, I completed a whole bunch of projects that I'm actually going to donate to this event at our church. It's like a fundraiser type of thing. So yeah, I just hope it kind of works out. I think what I made turned out pretty good. So, but we'll see how it goes. I have a particular kind of style, so it's not everybody's cup of tea perhaps. But since these things are religious icons, and I've kind of tried to do them in the style of religious icons, I think it'll be okay. I think people will end up liking it, at least some of them. But anyway, So I wanted to come on and show you guys what I made this week for that event. And also I did a little bit of cross-stitch shopping recently, so about a month ago. And I want to show that because these are patterns and projects that I'm really eager to start and that I'm planning to work on this summer while my kids are at summer camp, and I'll have a little more time. And also, if we go on vacation, I'll be able to bring something along and do it either on the plane or on the train or whatever we decide to do. So, keep myself busy. Okay, so like I mentioned, I've been making these religious icons for this church event. And I absolutely love how they turned out personally. Not just because I made them, but I think they turned out great. So I made 3 different sets of things that are going to be going for auction, and I kind of have a super expensive one. Well, not super, but the expensive one, medium expensive one, and you know, the cheaper one, the cheapest option, and you know, just depending on everybody's budget, who's going to show up there, you know, if they're interested, everybody's going to have an opportunity to bid for it, hopefully, and you know, they will find it affordable at least. Okay, yeah, I'm a little discombobulated because I just came in like half an hour ago, and I wanted to get this done before my kids come back again and interrupt like they usually do. Oh, and if you see a whole bunch of piles and piles of laundry behind me, because I've been so busy with the kids, laundry has been neglected this week. So this morning I made sure to get all of it done, but I haven't put anything away yet. So there's a giant pile of just mostly kids' clothes, because you know, they change their clothes like a million times a day. So yeah, that was basically my morning laundry, everybody's favorite. Okay, so Let me show you guys this 5-piece icon set that I made, which includes a cross and 4 little icons. And it's not exactly an iconostasis because it's missing the doors. If I had more time, I would have been able to construct that, but I just didn't. So the way I made it is I have a cross in the center with the image of Christ, and then I have the rest of the icons like they usually are on the iconostasis, which is Virgin Mary, Saint John the Baptist, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Gabriel. But yeah, so let me show you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put the camera down. Let me line them up in a way that they are gonna be... Sorry guys, I don't really have a very good camera setup here, so I'm gonna have to improvise. And the icon images that I chose for this project are all from the icon collection that is found in the Serbian monastery, Hilandar Monastery, which is located on Mount Athos in Greece. So these are all images of icons that are in their possession. And since I go to a Serbian Orthodox church, I found that appropriate because people are going to be familiar. So here is what I've made. Let's see how we're going to do this. It's going to be a little bit of a weird thing today. Sorry, guys. But, okay. So this is the 5-piece icon set that I made. And this is going to be the more expensive, the most expensive option that will be available to the folks who might be interested in bidding and purchasing it. And oh my gosh, you guys, I've had so much fun making this. So these can be lined up better. I just don't want to waste too much time doing that right now. So yeah, this is basically 100% handmade by me. From cutting the wood, staining the wood, doing the stitching on the perforated paper, doing the beading, putting on these ornate little corners and gluing them in, and making this little candle holder. And I also put a little cross over here. So yeah, 100% handmade. And yeah, I absolutely love how it turned out. I will definitely be making more of these in the future because I'm enjoying it so much. And yeah, and I don't know what else I can say. But yeah, image of Jesus Christ, Mary, Saint John the Baptist, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Michael. And Mary and Saint John, they have their hands in supplication pointing towards Christ. Usually in the churches you would see the icon of Theotokos where she's holding baby Jesus. But from what I've read, as long as the hands are pointing towards Christ, then in that way, those types of icons are allowed to be on the iconostasis in the church. So yeah, whoever buys it, you know, they can have it displayed in their icon corner or prayer corner. And yeah, the sparkle of the beads is not coming across. I mean, it is really, really sparkly and beautiful. And even these things, which are supposed to be kind of this kind of vintage gold, it's not coming across well at all. It's so much more vibrant in person. But yeah, this is the expensive set. And okay, so let me guys show you the second. Oops, I gotta move some of these things. I'm gonna show you guys this at the end. Stuff I'll be stitching soon. Okay, so let me move it away. Actually, let me move it a little bit closer. Yeah, you can see a little bit more of the sparkle of the beads. But, oh, it's so, I love it. I love how it turned out. And, yeah. I think the next one I make will be for some friends. And my mother said she would like to have one for her new house that they will be moving in. So I'll make, and of course I'll have to make one for myself because I still haven't made one. I keep making it for other people, which is okay. I enjoy that. But this summer I'll have more time once my kids are busy with their camp stuff, and I'll be making quite a few of these. Oops. Okay, all right. So the second set I made is a 3-piece set, and it's a little bit of a larger icon, a small one, and then a little box that I actually made for my kids for their baptismal necklaces, where they can keep it safely when they're not wearing them. So that's what I made for this set as well. So let me show you guys. All right, this is the second set. And the reason I'm making this video today is because I won't have these pieces tomorrow, after today, so tomorrow. So I want to kind of do that today while I still have them. Okay, so here's the icon that I made, the larger icon. And this is the Holy Seraphim. And seraphim are a type of angel in the hierarchy of angels. These type of angels, they're extremely powerful, and they're usually at the side of God. I think they're my favorite type of angel, honestly. They're so mysterious, and yeah, and I've actually seen, so there are these artists who've, gone to the Bible and, read the description of these types of angels, and they rendered images according to the actual description. And they're these terrifying looking things, basically. They're these usually big eyeball things with a bunch of wings around them. And so they don't really look like this, according to the descriptions of the Bible. They don't have the, regular human faces. It's more of like a giant eyeball or like some kind of a center. And yeah. Archangels are cool, but seraphim, they're powerful and they're mystical and they're completely 100% devoted to God. And they chant holy, holy, holy. That's all they do. And yeah, and they're amazing. And they would be terrifying to see in real life, but we can try and imagine them. So anyway, this is one artist's rendering of seraphim, and I thought it was a beautiful icon. And unfortunately, I couldn't find any information like who the artist is. It's definitely an old, like a Byzantine icon, but I couldn't find the, what century it was it like 13th, 14th, 15th century? It was impossible finding information on it. I scoured the internet and I couldn't find anything. But I decided to use the image anyway, and I really love it. And I like how it turned out, and I like how the red and yellow play off of the brown. And so I stitched the border on the perforated paper, and I used the red thread. I used the red thread for all of them. I just find this color appropriate and suitable for these types of projects. And then gold beads, which again, the sparkle is not coming across, but in person they're much more vivid. Okay, so this is the first thing of this set, and there are two more. Okay, so the second icon I made is this tiny icon of Virgin and baby Jesus. And it's in the style of the other ones from the first set. I enjoy making these little stands, and I think it just works great. But let me tell you guys, putting these little nails in is a pain. But I think because I've done so many now, I've kind of come up with my little strategy of doing it easily. And I definitely have to reinforce it with the glue, super glue, which I don't like the smell of, but you know, I gotta use anyway so that things don't fall off. Okay, so that's the second part. So this, and the third is the little box, like I said, which could be used for either baptismal necklace, or people can keep incense in here, you know, when they're not burning it, you know, they can fill it up, and whenever they are, you know, gonna use it, they can go into the box and scoop it up and put it in their incense burner. So yeah, I'm sure people will find many uses for this. And yeah, again, an image of Christ. I think this image is called the golden hair, or that's one of its names. There's another name for it and keeps escaping my mind, but Christ golden hair. So yeah, I love it. And I think this original icon is found in one of the galleries in Russia, Moscow. And usually in the icons, usually Jesus Christ, look, you know, his face is very soft and loving. And but of course, Russians are gonna make him very stern looking. You know, which is cool. I like it. I like it. You gotta be stern sometimes, you know. You gotta be tough with people when they're misbehaving, and you gotta discipline, right? And the loving father does that. You know, a father who loves his children will discipline his children, because that's what kids need. They need structure, and in my house, that is my job. Because my husband, he's too loving and caring, and he just doesn't have it in him to yell at, you know, kids and stuff. And when he tries, they're not taking him seriously at all, because that's just his nature. That's who he is. But me, I'm soft and loving, but I can be a real witch if I have to. So of course, loving one. So yeah, my kids know that I mean business 100% of the time. Anywho, so also this Jesus means business. So you can see it in his eyes. Okay, so that's the here we go again. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's the second set. And then the final set is a 2-piece set, and it's this small icon of Jesus Christ, and then another small icon of Saint Sava, who is a Serbian saint, and he was also the founder of Serbian Orthodox Church and the first Archbishop of Serbian Orthodox Church. And yeah, and I love this. This is a beautiful, beautiful icon. And this icon was actually painted while he was still alive, Saint Sava. So this is what he looked like, according to this artist. And it's pretty cool. And look how blue his eyes were. Very, very blue eyes. And it's amazing. Oh, and the church that I go to is Saint Sava Cathedral. So this is the saint of our church, Saint Sava. And then the second is this icon of Jesus Christ. And this is the same image that I used for the cross. And it's actually one of my favorite icons of Jesus. I don't know why. Something about his face, I don't know, it just kind of speaks to me in this particular one. I love it. And I really love how this one turned out. And I'm definitely going to be making more of these. I had in my stash a whole bunch of these corners, and I was like, wow, what an amazing kind of frame, overall frame it would make. And I was just kind of playing around with it Wednesday night. And as I was kind of putting it together, I was like, wow, this is going to turn out really, really good. And yeah, I really like it. I love it. So yeah, that's, again, this is going to be the final set. And I love it. I love how all of them turned out. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. Just kind of figuring out how I was going to do them. And, you know, I only have like an hour or two a day to dedicate to this before my house duties and child duties kick in. But I was really happy. I'm really happy that I was able to make all of this in only a couple of weeks and, you know, an hour or two a day to do it. And I think they turned out great. And I hope that people are going to like them and love them. And it's going to go towards a nice cause. So supporting our church's choir, kind of fundraising for them. And yeah, if I can help, I can help. If I can't help, then I won't help. So this is my way of being able to contribute a little bit. And you know, we should use our talents and our skills towards bettering our community. Yeah, to have a community to belong to is a wonderful thing, and that should be nurtured, and fellowships should be nurtured, and I'm gonna try and do that to the best of my ability, as long as people welcome it. Okay, so another thing I want to show you guys is my little stashy stash that I purchased recently of things that I really want to stitch soon. So there are usually a couple of kind of like large cross-stitch events that happen in the year. And usually at the beginning of March, first weekend of March, there's a huge vendor event where all the cross-stitch designers and suppliers come together and they present their new designs for the year that they're gonna sell to us cross-stitchers. And it's kind of a big deal, you know. Usually like a month before the actual event, you know, they'll kind of like a showcase or preview their products, and we all get excited and we make our little shopping lists and wait for it to come out, and can't wait to start stitching, right? So that's what I do every year. I make my little list of things I want to stitch that year. I usually want to stitch them all within that 1 year, but sometimes it doesn't happen. But I bought fewer things this year. I really kind of went in and I was like, what do I want to stitch that's coming out this year? Like, what do you really want to see on your wall? Or, you know, what do you really like? Don't just buy whatever, you know, shiny thing comes your way. Really like spend a few minutes, be like, am I gonna really love this? And do I really love it or not? And really kind of like, anyway, so I narrowed it down quite a lot. And I picked, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only stuck to 5 designs and I really like them. And they're really quirky and funny, some of them. And I love that. I love kind of weird looking things. And yeah, anyway, so the first one, and this one I'm gonna start pretty much as soon as I get a chance to. I absolutely love this. And it's by a new designer, Erin Elizabeth Designs. I've never stitched anything by her before, but anyway, she's coming out with this series called Birds in Nature. And the first one she released is a sparrow. So here is this absolute, oh, the glare is gonna, this absolutely amazing design. I cannot wait to stitch this and have it on my wall. I don't think it's the colors are coming out. Anyway, really, really, really cute sparrow on a branch. And check out this black work, lacy looking type of detail. I fell in love with that part of the design. It just kind of like completes the whole thing for me. And I was like, wow, I need to stitch this as soon as possible. So yeah, this will be the first thing that I do. And I love it. And usually I'm not really a bird person. Well, I love crows and ravens. But sparrows and pigeons, I don't know, they're kind of like rats to me. But I really like this one. Yeah. Yeah, birds are... Some birds are cool. And yeah, I always kind of wanted to befriend a raven, but there are none in my neighborhood. So I never get a chance to feed any of them. But it would be cool if I could make friends with one of them. And eventually have it sitting on my shoulder right here, you know. Creep out the neighbors. I would love that. Anyway, just kidding, you guys, just kidding. But not. I like ravens, they're cool. And I like them because they're extremely intelligent. And if a raven likes you, they will like you till the end. If not, you will be their enemy. So tread carefully when you're messing around with ravens and crows, because they're too smart for you. Okay, so the next design is by the Artsy Housewife. And oh boy, does she make some amazing, amazing designs. I pretty much want to stitch everything by her. But like I said, I had to narrow it down, and this one is amazing. And it's called A Study in Garden Fairies. Okay, and since I was little, I've always had a thing about fairies, like most girls do. You know, because they're magical and cool, and yeah. And this is amazing. I mean, check out that flower, check out that butterfly, look at that border. Just the colors, the earthy tones. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to stitch it. I will be doing this one right after the sparrow one. Yeah, absolutely love it. And I hope that she's going to come out with more. I think she's going to make it into a series. Looks like she might. So yeah, hopefully she comes out with complementary designs to this one. And I will be stitching them all. And yeah, very cool stuff. Okay, so that's the second one that I bought. Okay, the third design is by Stacy Nash. And we all know Stacy Nash. She's amazing. For many, many years, she's been coming up with these animal cracker series where she basically stitches these little toys and you sew them together, and they're amazing. And I bought quite a few of her patterns, but I've only stitched one so far. And let me guys show you. I stitched it 2 years ago. This little hen chicken. Let's see. Okay, so this is one of her designs that I purchased a couple of years ago, and I stitched together and sewed together, which was a little bit tricky, but so this is Henrietta, and she's one of the animal crackers from these series, and she's absolutely amazing, and I adore her. And yeah, this brings out a kid in me, these little cute little things like this. And I love making them and stitching them and having them displayed in my house. So this year she came out with a cute little toad with a little frog. I don't know what she is, but her name's Lily, and she's so sweet, and I love frogs. I love frogs. They're probably one of my favorite animals after ravens and crows and wolves. But here she is. Look how cute she is. So yeah, Lily, the toad, or a frog. And she's gonna be Henrietta's friend once I'm done with her. And this should be a quick project. And I do have my new sewing machine that I had to get for my birthday, as my own birthday present. Because my old one died. It had way too much use, so I've had it for like 15 years. So it was just dead. Couldn't take it no more. The abuse. Just kidding. Yeah. And oh my goodness, look at her sweet little pink dress and skinny little frog legs. Anyway, can't wait to do it. Very cute stuff. And then another project by Stacy Nash. So cute. So this is also part of a series. Last year I did one where it's like in the shape of a carrot and there's a little bunny on it. But this year she came out with a pear-shaped, and with a little hedgehog in the center of it. Oh my goodness. Cuteness all around, and I can't take it. So yeah, I'll definitely be putting this one together as soon as possible. It is so cute. And I'm gonna make it exactly as pictured here. Same with the little frog girl. I just haven't been able to find this velveteen fabric yet. I'm gonna have to look for it. I think after this pattern came out, like everybody got so excited, so they bought out all the merchandise that I couldn't find anymore. But I'm sure they'll be getting more in stock, so I just need to buy a piece of this velvet to sew the project together. Yeah, and it's really cute. Okay, and one more left, which is the funniest of them all, and it's by the Blue Flower designer. I think I've stitched only one other thing by her. because her other projects are usually huge and elaborate, and they're not exactly my style, but they are beautiful. It's just they're not really my cup of tea. But this one was, because it was so quirky and weird, and this one's gonna go into my kid's bedroom. And it's called Pigeon and Puddle. Again, pigeons, rats of the sky, but this pigeon was so cute, and look at it. So it's this pigeon amongst these little flowers, and it's got little rain boots on, and is looking at itself in a puddle of water, you know, just contemplating its life and you know, destiny or whatever pigeons do. And I thought it was so funny and quirky and cute and everything above. So yeah, I'll be stitching this one soon as well. And this one should be quick, maybe a week, not even. And yeah. And that's it. That's pretty much all the patterns that I bought for this year's stitching. And also got a couple of pieces of linen in black, or kind of like a charcoal color. So I had a project in mind, and I still do. So I got a couple of different counts. This is a 28, I believe. And I think I like this color better. It's not as dark as this other one. And I think the second one is a 32 count. And as you guys know, stitching with black is a bit of a nightmare, because, you know, it's hard to see the holes, especially if the counts are small. I like the variegation of this one. I think this is a Picture This Plus one. Let me see. Yeah, Picture This Plus. Shadow, it's called. Shadow. Yeah, I really like the marbling on this one, as it goes light to dark. So yeah, this is probably gonna be like a early in the morning, you know, when you have kind of like that morning sun project, so that I can see the holes as I'm stitching. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you guys this week. Like I said, I wanted to come on real quick and do this because I'm not gonna have these items tomorrow, so I won't be able to do it then. And I'm not gonna have any poetry this week because I've been writing, but I just haven't prepared anything. I came on kind of quickly, so usually I like to put a little bit of thought into that. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. We've had an amazing weather all week here, which was a blessing, because it made me be able to keep my kids outside all day long and keep them busy and playing and you know, things like that. And we got to treat ourselves with quite a few lunches and snacks and things like that. But this is my little addiction lately, these boba teas. And I actually didn't have any during the fasting period, the Easter fasting period, because I know I really like these things, and I was like, no, you don't need to be having that. Forget it, you know, let's go, you can do this. And I did, you know, I stuck with the whole, but then the week the fast was over, I was like, can I go have one now? So I think this is my third one this week, but next week I will not be drinking any more of this. I'm gonna be extending my fast. Not eating meat and stuff like that is really easy for me, because I've been vegan for like 17 years. And then I stopped being vegan once Annika turned 5, because she was an extremely picky eater at that point. And then I had to bring in the meats and you know, try to make sure she's, you know, growing up healthy, even though, you know, I breastfed my kids for a very long time. Annika for like 3.5 years, and Eli was 4.5. He was done. He didn't even want to end it then. I had to cut the cord. So yeah, but you know, when kids breastfeed for a long time, I've noticed that they'll be a lot more picky with their other food. But mother's milk is the best, and that's what I wanted to give my children fully. But they're better now. They're better now with their food, but for a while it was a struggle. So because of that, I had to not be vegan, because I had to cook these, you know, I had to cook everything for them and, you know, taste it before I give it to them. So anyway, so not eating meat is easy, but you know, we all have our little vices, and this is one of them lately. And these Koreans can make stuff that's really tasty. So yeah, it's good stuff. And it's just tea basically, but they put these little boba things in it, which are really kind of like they taste good. They taste like gummy bears, and yeah, they're kind of enjoyable when you're out and about. Anyway, I'm just like rambling now. Okay, so I don't know when I'll see you guys next. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, because I'll be starting this. I'm definitely going to show you guys as soon as I start this. I need to choose linen, and I need to get the threads. And I think they're just, they're just DMC threads, so it'll be easy to stock up at Michael's right away. I don't have to wait for them to arrive from 1-2-3 Stitch. So yeah, I'll be starting this next week for sure, because I love it. I love it. Okay, well, take care, you guys. Have a lovely weekend and upcoming week, and I hope I'll see you guys soon. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.